Welcome back. What we're doing here today is chapter 3 of Scarlet Hollow. Because I'm doing this on a Sunday, when I have just done it on a Saturday, my voice will be extremely scratchy, and I apologize for that. I would just like to have you keep in mind, each session is like 3.5 hours of reading. So maybe one day I'll go through and redo this game and take my time with it more so that it sounds a lot more professional. But right now I just really want to play it. No, y'all can watch it if you want. Like, this isn't a playlist now. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mines still stuck to your skin. Take a shower. You step into the guest bedroom. Sorry, I need to warm up. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and surprisingly enough clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you mystical side. Every minute feels like another thread holding this town together starts to unravel. Thoughts of doom consume me. Okay, if I go back through, I'm not picking mystical this time. Think about those two girls still buried in that horrible mine. Oh yeah. Think about Duke and the image of him lying there slumped against a tree with half his head blown off. Scrub fervently, trying to scrape the memories from your skin as if they're a part of dirt that coats you. Think about Sybil's warning, the worst is yet to come. Think about Wayne and wonder how many times he's watched you unseen. Think about someone special. Think about finally being out of this hellhole and safe in your own bed. Think about someone special. Think about Wayne and think about Sybil's warning and scrub fervently trying to scrape the memories from your skin. And think about those two girls still buried in that mine. Mystical is just like, ooh, if I could get a repick, I would. You think about those two girls still buried in that horrible mine. You're done here. Wash away your sins achievement. Oh, woof. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Time to start your day. Check on Dustin, yes. How's my possum? Ooh, I have another friend. There are two of them now. Good morning, Dustin. Who's your friend? I had a rough night. Can you console me? I gotta go by. Close the drawer. Good morning, Dustin. Who's your friend? Her name, Mom. She came to visit. Dustin, Mom. Gotta stay with Dustin until glass house empty. Glass house. Thank you, human, for taking care of my boy. What happened to your glass house? Asshole squatter moving. Kick Dustin mom out. Squatter tried to eat mom? Squatter evil. Squatter may be asshole, but squatter not evil. It just tried to survive like all creature. So I think it's an animal. Because I don't think a human would try and eat a possum, but I don't know, I've been down south for a while now. Fire's face. Y'all, Fire's face. Dustin still have much to learn. Do we want a trauma dump on the possums? No. I've gotta go, bye. Okay. That's that. Look out the window, check the closet. Sorry, I keep forgetting I'm actually like streaming. I just kind of like go into I'm playing a game. Look out the window, check the closet, message your group chat with Stella and Kanika, text Stella, text Kanika, head downstairs. Might as well look out the window. You walk over to the window, fondly thinking about the pleasant view it provided you on Monday. It's the same view. Turn back. Check the closet. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? Turn back. Eventually, one of these is going to yield something. Message the group chat. Morning, how are you guys holding up? Last night was terrible. What's the game plan? Can't wait to ghost bust tonight. I get to meet Reese today. Send a photo of a pained old man. I mean, honestly, that last one's me. Like, low-key, high-key, but, you can ask my friends. I send them pictures with like no context whatsoever at like 2 in the morning. It's stupid. What's the game plan? Morning, how you guys holding up? I think that's appropriate. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Text Stella. How are you holding up? Want to hang out before Reese/ghost hunting? I missed your guest bed, lol. Send a creepy photo of a creepy mascot in a grungy basement. Is the way I flirt weird? Is the way I get along with my friends weird? Because now that it's like in a actual video game, it seems weird. Stop smiling at me. I miss your... I mean, okay. Why would I... Can I back out of this? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Text Kanika. How are things with Miles? Send her a photo of an exhausted Ben Affleck. Okay, head downstairs. Playing the field, keeping your options open. My goodness. There's achievements for everything. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Who dat? Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Vile woman, destroying the natural order of my kitchen. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. What, Tab? Explore talking to animals. Bonjour, Frou-Frou. Exploring talking to animals. Nobody lives out in the garden. Explore talking to animals. The possums in my dresser told me someone's squatting in the greenhouse. Explore, address the red-haired woman. Hello. Explore, address the red-haired woman. Hi, I'm Alexis. Oh, are we having ice cream for breakfast? Didn't she say to stay away from her ice cream? Any updates on those two girls? Hey Tabitha, how's it going? Hey cuz, how's it hanging? I think we should do bonjour Frou-Frou. Nobody lives out in the garden, right? Well, no. We've established that Frou-Frou is a house cat. Bonjour, sacre bleu. Do not think you can just bonjour me just because I slept at the foot of your bed last night. I still despise you. 3 humans at once. This is abhorrent. Your stink will linger here for hours. How am I to bear it? I see you talking to my cat again. Are you sure you didn't get hit on the head last night? You don't say good morning to your pets? I always make sure to talk to my farm cats and alpaca like they're people. Same. We did just check on the chickens before we started. To me, they kind of are. Nobody lives out in the garden, right? Gosh, I wouldn't know. Miss Tabitha won't let me touch the place. Nobody lives in the garden. Why are you even asking? Dresser possums? Haha, what am I even doing right now? Haha, I'm just joshing. Remain silent. Awkward silence. Good, I'm glad you have the sense to drop it. I might as well introduce myself since Tabitha's not going to. Hi, I'm Alexis. Good morning, I'm Janie. Just here to do my weekly little cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Yeah, but like that cupboard? Girl, you'll still know where it is if it's got both hinges. It'll just have both hinges. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Alexis. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie? But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are 2 completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. Remain silent. Well, considering I'm gonna get cut off either way. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company, what with everything that's Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Are we having for ice cream for breakfast? No, I'm pretty sure that's Tip Tap's ice cream. Any updates on those two girls? How's your morning been so far? Hey, cuz, how's it hanging? Any updates on those two girls? No. Bitch. Sorry. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container. God damn. Where do you put it, girl? Turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something's terrible's wound up happening. So you're coming with me. I just got grounded. Let's get going. I'll meet you outside. Yay, cousin bonding time. Alright, let's go. But I haven't had breakfast. You can't just take away my freedom like that. I don't need a babysitter. Remain quiet. Let's Uno reverse this. Yay, cousin bonding time. Do you know what the word bonding means? We're not bonding. This is punishment. Janie, lock up when you leave, please. And don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. Janie's smiling back there. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Tabitha looks so pissed. Oh, Alexis, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now. And then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for those poor kids. I can't imagine how scared they must be. They're probably dead. Last night was an unavoidable tragedy, but I'm afraid there's more to come. Why would you say that? That's something I would say. Why do I self-incriminate so much? Thanks. Last night was a lot. Sorry, Tabitha. So mean to you. Have you seen any weird creatures around town? Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Have you seen anyone prowling around the estate? It's been nice meeting you, but I've got to bounce. Tabitha's foot tapping is driving me insane. Bye. I should go. Turn and leave. Trying to get on my cousin's good side, but also, you know, thanks. Last night was a lot. If you ever need to talk to anyone, my husband is the local pastor. Sorry. Coffee. Wrong pipe. He's a gentle man and always willing to lend an ear. He's actually been going a little stir crazy ever since we moved here, what with nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. Wait, you're married to that creepy youth pastor I've been hearing about? With everything that's been going on lately, having a priest on speed dial seems handy. Sounds wonderful. Thank you for the offer. Maybe, we'll see. I'm not really religious. I'm not Christian, but thank you for the offer. I'd rather not. Remain silent. This could be our chance to infiltrate and interrogate. Having a pastor on speed dial is always handy. Minors, if you have your pastor in your phone, please get rid of their number. Tabitha, debatable. And my Daniel is a wonderfully talented pastor. Also debatable. Enough dawdling. We're leaving. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and enter her car. The ride to town is uneventful, your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Before we go further, I'm going to get so much flack for that comment. No, for real, if you have your pastor, priest, whatever number in your phone, no. As a minor, no. Whatever they need to say to you, they can say in front of your parents. It can go between your parents. They do not need to say it directly to you. That is fucked. No. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? I feel like I should be solving a mystery right now. After everything that's happened in the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Let's see if her face changes. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store busts open. A flustered Kanika exits shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the doors slowly drifting shut behind her. Other people in their drama. If more people kept to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Poor Kanika, she's really going through it, huh? Yeah, I've never been one for public displays like that. I think it's healthy to express yourself. Good for her, honestly. I'd be losing it if Miles were my brother. Have I ever told you that you scare me? I hope there aren't any customers in there. Say nothing. Good for her, honestly. I think it's healthy to express yourself. That, I think, would be the best response, because it would be also saying that you're okay with allowing Tabitha to express herself. I got an eye roll. Tabitha's eyes narrow as her gaze pierces through you. We're burning daylight. Come on already. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smell of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. I wonder if we'll get some tea. Well, in like every sense. Good morning, you two. Hope you're still doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Alexis, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Is Kanika okay? Sounds like your daughter is pretty mad at you, Sybil. Can I go with you? I like the tea room. I'm afraid of Miles. What if he makes fun of me for being old? Can I have some tea? Is Kanika okay? Of course, she just needs time to cool down. I don't know, maybe listen to her about her concerns. They seem pretty valid. Emotions are a little high considering everything that happened yesterday. I don't know, she had pretty valid concerns. She'll settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both of my little ones made it out okay. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. Try and listen in, or chat with Miles, or wait quietly. Well, that last one's out of the question. I'll bet Miles would try and listen in with me. Kids are like surprisingly suggestible these days. Or maybe they always have. I don't know. I did some questionable shit. I don't want to try and listen in, because then if I get caught, that's no good. I'm not good with like shit like that. Chat with Miles. So, Miles, before you can finish your thought, you're halted by the tinkling of bells announcing another patron. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Alexis, aren't you? It's Bo. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Who's gonna tell him? Has anyone told him? Someone should tell him. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. I could have saved him. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. We're probably sticking with that one. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Sorry, Bo. Have they found his body yet? They seem to want to pin it on me. Folks don't seem to care that your dad is dead, do they? Remain silent. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. The policeman said he might just be out hunting somewhere, but me and my mama both know he ain't coming back. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together. Since I'm the man of the house now. But it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week. But now he's gone, and as of this morning, so is she. Who's Big Betty? So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out in the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try and find him? Is Big Betty one of your chickens? It's dangerous up there. I wouldn't go poking around. You should let the police handle it. That's not going to be an answer. I explore. If they haven't found him yet, there's probably nothing left to find. I don't think you want to see him like that. If your dad was killed by ditchlings, they're the things that have been stealing your chickens. He might be the one person I feel confident saying that to. Have you seen anything strange on the farm the past couple of days? I can't tell you where it is. It's not safe. He died on the northeast. Oh, God. Tells him exactly where he is. Whew, shit. Who is Big Betty? Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Betty is our prize pumpkin. Your pumpkin is missing? Not like eaten. Missing. She was a big lady too. I'd expect she was at least 2,000 pounds. Not too easy to move something like that. Is this like natural? Could be she rolled off down a hill, but I can't be looking for her just yet, what with everything else going on. I'm getting strong James and the Giant Peach vibes. That's true. Like some mutated gene in it where it just grows endlessly. It's dangerous up there. I wouldn't go poking around. I don't think you want to see him like that. Have you seen anything strange on the farm in the past couple days? Not really, no, but I've been awful busy what with everything that's still been happening. Them chickens keep disappearing though. Your dad was killed by ditchlings. They're monsters that show up when something bad is going to happen, and they're the things that have been stealing your chickens. I ain't never heard of a ditchling before, but whatever they are, they won't stop me from trying to find my daddy. Fuck it. Someone should tell him. He died on the northeast edge of town off Ascani Trail. Askina. Either way, it sounds so beautiful. Thank you, Alexis. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere all by his lonesome. I'm pretty sure he's fucking dead. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. Meet at the library after and figure out plan. Then it buzzes again. Hey, again. LOL, if you want to come over for breakfast, would honestly love to hang out. And then it buzzes yet again. Somebody was busy this morning. Sliding into the DMs, are we? If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Go after Kanika. Swing by Stella's. Check in on Oscar. Go to the diner to see Avery. Wait for Tabitha. Absolutely not. Can I go after Kanika and then still swing by Stella's? Because I feel like Kanika really needs to talk right now. You follow the directions Kanika texts you and soon find yourself in a disguised parking lot hidden behind the shuttered shops on Main Street. She's sitting alone in the back of her van, but she notices you lurking on the edge of the parking lot and waves, her troubled expression brightening into a smile. Hey, you made it. Hop on in. There's something different about Kanika today. As if her spirit has dimmed, her body language tense and tired. Her outfit is so beautiful. I mean, she's so beautiful. Goddamn. Sorry, if this is a weird place to hang out. I love the back of her van. I'm taking a mental health day. I kind of need some space from the store. Plus, I feel like ass. I'm exhausted and a little out of it. Must have inhaled too much coal dust last night. Explore, flirt. Well, you look great. Whoa, 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 you're sick? You better not be contagious. Do you think that something in the mines made you sick? What's going on with you and your folks? Sounds like you were having some kind of argument. How are you doing after last night? Are we still going over to Reese's place today? So, ghost hunting tonight. Quietly stand there. How awkward do you have to fucking be? I mean, it did sound like they were having some kind of argument. Yeah, family stuff. Are you sure you want me to get into it? I don't want to dump all that drama on you. Of course, I'm here for you. Lay it on me. I'm a fiend for drama. Only if you're comfortable sharing. We've only known each other for a couple of days. Are you sure you trust me like that? On second thought, nah, sounds like a lot. I would like joke about that and then be like, only if you're comfortable sharing. I don't want to pressure you into saying something you'd rather keep private. It would honestly be a relief to talk about it with someone. Thanks, Alexis. Especially since you were there last night, so you know how it felt to survive something like that unscathed. And to know not everyone was so lucky. So after I got home last night, I had to deal with my brother. He really made me feel like I was the bad guy, especially once we got home. Like, what happened to those two girls was my fault. And Mom didn't help. She never does. She always takes his side, saying he's young and allowed to make mistakes. Mistakes that I could never dream of getting away with. When we told her what happened, she just said the same shit she always does about family and getting along, and sent us to bed with tea. That bitch be drugging that tea. Her favorite method of conflict resolution. As if a little hot leaf water ever really helped anybody. Ooh, I know someone who's coming for you. What's the deal with her and tea anyway? Is that it? Never. That doesn't sound too bad. Fuck you. I'm sorry, that sucks. Maybe. I don't know how you deal with these people. Your fault? That's rich. Maybe that. Right? It kind of boiled over this morning, though. She wound up blaming me for letting Miles sneak off into the mines, saying that if I'd been working like I was supposed to, he wouldn't have gotten in trouble. No, he totally would have. He would have been in the mines the whole time. Like, I'm supposed to be in charge of a sullen teenager every second of the day and minding the store? No. While working? No. And it's not like I don't care. I'm always stressing out about that kid or the store or the million other little things I'm supposed to deal with. None of this should be on me. These are the best years of my life, and I'm wasting them in this dying town, keeping a store afloat while my mom just messes around with her little herbs or whatever. I'd made it out of here, damn it. I'd gotten into grad school. I was good at it. I was going to graduate with honors and everything. But Dad died and I came back for the funeral. Then I had to stick around just to help Mom sort out a few things. First it was a month, then 2. And now here I am over a year later, and those few things became my life. I don't want to be this person. If I could, I'd just drive this van all the way to the coast, lie down on the beach, and never come back. What about Stella and Reese? It must get lonely out here. They're your family. Don't you want to help them? No. Hey, that sucks. It really, really sucks. Do it. Just get out of here. Do it. Just get out of here. And take me with you. Sounds like they need you here. Family is important. No. Remain silent. No. It must get really lonely out here. Hey, that sucks. It really, really sucks. Thanks. I really appreciate you saying that. My family makes me feel nuts sometimes, even though I don't think I am asking for much. I just want the chance to start my own life, to not be forced into this job I didn't ask for and never wanted. This is a much needed sanity check. Fuck. And of course, I feel like an asshole for talking about all of this now, the morning after a mind collapse. But I guess that's what pushed all of this over the edge. Nothing like a major disaster to make you question the direction your life has taken, right? This is not what we flirted about. I wouldn't have met you if you hadn't stuck around. It's not all that bad. Do you think you're contagious? What the fuck? Do you think that something in the mines made you sick? How are you doing after last night, aside from family stuff? Are we still going to Reese's place today? So ghost hunting tonight. Share a quiet moment. A soft breeze blows across the lot as you and Kanika share a quiet moment. Both your phones buzz in unison. You reach for them at the same time. Almost forgot it's Major Jimmy Day. I don't know what that means. Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar and Rosalina. Meet y'all there in half an hour. Wow, I totally blanked on the Major Jimmy thing. It's almost like we went through a traumatic event or something and I'm not on top of my schedule. Well, girl, it's because you did. But Stella's right. This gives us a chance to meet up with Oscar, and Major Jimmy's awfully cute. But is he as cute as me? I'd much rather stay here with you. Finally, I'll be able to talk to an authority figure about the impending disaster. Authority figures. Garbage. Why is meeting the mayor such a big event? Do I have to? Remain silent. I'm going to plead the fifth on this. Anyways, we'll chill with Mayor Jimmy, go to Reese's for dinner, then do some ghost hunting tonight. Thank fuck we have so much going on today. I really needed the distraction. And thanks for letting me vent earlier. It helped. Shall we? Go to the library. Family burdens. Spend some quality time with Kanika. Unlocked. You and Kanika make your way to the library. It's busier than usual, and a small crowd has formed in a corner of the main foyer. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Alexis to the mayor for like the entire time I've known her. Even though your dog fucking hates him. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Alright, shall we? I love that Gretchen goes everywhere. Whoa, the mayor is a dog? Isn't there a mare in Alaska that's a cat?
Maybe. It might be in Alaska.
Pretty sure. Sorry if you guys can hear that. My dog's snoring really loud. He's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. And unless you're mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday. Good morning, citizen. I don't believe we've met. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. Explorer. Hey, aren't you Deputy Franklin? Explorer. Shake his paw. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. Explorer. Gretchen says you're a lowlife. Explorer. He's a dog? Explorer. I knew he'd be a dog. Mr. Mayor, there's something very serious going on in town. We need your help. We're doomed, aren't we? Okay, we've met the mayor. Let's go. Say nothing. You take his little paw in your hand, but the burly security detail stops you. Okay. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Security goon. I must apologize for my security detail. He has all my best interests at heart, but he can be a little gruff sometimes. Like the good boy literally extended his paw. I don't think I should say that out loud. Gretchen says you're a lowlife. Mr. Mayor, there's something very serious going on in town. We need your help. Murmurs stir in the crowd behind you as you relay the dangers to the mayor. And everyone looks very disappointed in me. Of course, the pet disappearances. I've been made aware of the situation. But what do you expect me to do about it? It's autumn. That's tourist season in Scarlet Hollow. I can't turn away the lifeblood of this town, not with the mine faltering the way it is. There was a mine collapse last night. We don't need any more news of disaster coming out of Scarlet Hollow, do you understand? So we're doing the Jaws scene. You care about tourists. Wait, how do you know what's going on? So you know there are monsters laying eggs in the local animals and you're just going to let it happen. You're very well spoken. I can see how you got elected. People are watching. Don't be too suspicious. Oh, if I say that out loud, I'm going to Looney Tunes forever. Just do it. So you know there are monsters laying eggs in the local animals and you're just going to let it happen? Yep, everyone thinks I'm nuts. Laying eggs? Don't be ridiculous. I'm sure that whatever is causing these disappearances is just a bear or a mountain lion. We've all smelled them up in those hills. They'll move on soon enough. This is a southern town. Plenty of people are armed around these parts. They'll take care of the problem before it gets out of hand. And in the meantime, it's best not to cause a panic. Man, they did their homework on this game. I'm a pillar of this community, and it is my job to project strength to my constituents by doing nothing. I've heard just about enough from you, Jimmy. Look at you, putting on a show in front of your adoring fans while the dogs of this town are snatched up by monsters in the woods. hoping the humans will clean it all up for you. When are you finally going to do something meaningful for the hairier citizens of Scarlet Hollow? Now, Miss Gretchen, there's no need. Scraps never would have let those things prowl in the woods for so long. And yet you sit back, waiting for the humans to notice and letting more innocent dogs suffer. You know, I almost lost my life to those things the other night, and my goodness, haven't you heard about poor Duke? Now, Gretchen, a lot of those were old dogs. It's fair of me to assume they simply went to the big farm upstate. Don't you dare talk to me about old dogs. He's only a dog. It's not like he has any real power. She's got a good point, Mr. Mayor. I guess every politician is corrupt and cowardly, even the actual dogs. Stella, your dog is yelling at the mayor. Wow, Gretchen is barking a lot. I think she doesn't like the mayor. Let's keep this going. Let's see how far I can get before they put me back in the grippy socks. She's got a good point, Mr. Mayor. You're damn right I do. Scraps would have been out in those woods at the first sign of trouble, tearing out the throats of any creatures who would dare threaten the dogs of Scarlet Hollow. Yet here he is posing for the little rectangles like nothing is wrong in this town. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Whoa, whoa, Gretchen. Calm down, girl. You're going to pull a muscle. Mr. Franklin, I think now is a good time to dispose of this riffraff. Miss Richmond, I'm going to have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Stella walks off, still struggling to hold Gretchen as she shouts insults back at Jimmy. Ingrate, ne'er-do-well, you dog. Kanika is quick to follow. Follow them. Okay, I have successfully caused a scene. Unfortunately, there's no achievement for that. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous, creepy man with a cross around his neck, making him even fucking creepier. Mystical Side says it's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike him. I don't need mysticism for that. Strange man. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? Who the fuck asked you? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Alexis? Everyone's been buzzing about you. Okay. I'm going to back up now. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. Yeah, she's born food. I don't believe in that. I doubt Pearl Ann's in a better place. It sounds like she was awful. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Pearl Ann's in hell. I don't believe in an afterlife. Oh, thank fuck, I've been hoping to find a priest. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Janie mentioned you this morning. Talk to animals. Gretchen said she didn't vote for the mayor. The mayor is a huckster and a fraud. The bastard cares more about tourism than the fate of the town. Oh, you must be the creepy pastor I've been hearing about. I should go. It was nice to meet you, though. Don't talk to me. Back off, preacher man. I ain't buying what you're selling. Remain silent. Okay. Real life, I am like all of these. But I need to get like... Oh god, even the music's fucking creepy. I need to get answers out of this fucktard. Janie mentioned you this morning. That woman is the light of my life. At least in public. I'm so glad she's there to help your cousin through this rough patch. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave. It seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them even in death. Is this about Pearl Ann or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? It's not your fucking business. Oh, maybe we could get Oscar's place an exorcist. No, Oscar's place is haunted. I think we need an exorcism. Dang, I thought you might have some good ghost stories. Or no, I mean real ghost stuff. Scary stuff. Never mind. One of the top two. I think we need an exorcism. Oscar's house is haunted and we're investigating tonight. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something. I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. I'm going to let the hypocrisy sit in for you. Now, if it were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that. It isn't. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits lingering, neither in heaven nor hell, jumping out of closets to scare us. So, you don't... I'm going to have to make an entire other video to pick this apart, but long story short, you cannot believe in God without believing in the devil, because who is Lucifer but the clingiest of angels that wanted all of Sky Daddy's attention so much that he was so annoying and such a pick-me that God struck him down. Sky Daddy, my bad. Struck him down for like being so jealous of people's. And thus he became the devil. So if you're like, it's actually quite funny. If you're a Satanist, like, and you worship Lucifer, you're actually worshiping like the biggest simp for Sky Daddy. I don't know. We'll get into it another time. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever it is he saw. Wait, you believe in some ghosts and not others? What makes you an authority on that? Like, legit. There were ghosts in the mines last night. There's been a lot of supernatural stuff happening the past few days. Are you calling Oscar a liar? I trust Oscar. You should come ghost hunting with us tonight too then and prove it's not a haunting. Yeah, bait him. Alright, I believe you. Nope, bait him. You should come ghost hunting with us tonight too then and prove it's not a haunting. Under no other circumstance would I invite a priest, pastor, anything for a sleepover other than a video game where nothing can actually hurt me. The blood drains from his face as he gulps nervously. Oh, I promised my daughter we would watch VeggieTales tonight, so I'm afraid I have plans. That is such a good fucking excuse. That's such a real fucking excuse. God damn it. Airtight.
Who's going to watch VeggieTales?
No one. No one's gonna come at you for VeggieTales, because that is a legitimate excuse. But let me know if you see anything strange. I'd love to hear your account of the supposed haunting. In fact, here's my card. He hands you his cringiest business card. Call me if you need me. I don't believe in an afterlife. Well, I don't know. I believe we become like worm food. Therefore, energy that gets redistributed to like other beings in the form of food that is then shot out and becomes fertilizer for like trees. Whatever. You mentioned Pearland being in a better place earlier. I doubt it's a better place. It sounds like she was awful. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Pearland's in hell. Gretchen says she didn't vote for the mayor. The mayor's a huckster and a fraud. The bastard cares more about tourism. People in town seem to think there's something wrong with you. I should go. It was nice talking to you, though. Back off, preacher man. I ain't buying what you're selling. Stay on his good side for now. Of course, and if you find yourself in need of some counseling or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. That sounds lovely, thank you. Thanks for the offer, but I'm fine. I'm not really religious. Remain silent. You have nothing more to say to this man. Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything, just thought I'd extend the offer in case you need someone to talk to. The church's doors are open if you ever change your mind. Have a blessed day. I need a quick break for a shower. Sorry. The pastor leaves you be finally and joins the line to see the mayor. What's he gonna do to the dog? Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Go after them. You find them already talking to Oscar deep in the library. Are you sure we can't just get it over with while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared shitless in the dark 2 nights in a row. So Kanika, despite her like vibe and attire, is not a horror fan. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after dark either, but I'm pretty sure it only comes out when the sun goes down. Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until that spirit is at full power. That don't even make sense, girl. You my girl, but you stupid. I want to be sure we get the best evidence possible, then go in during it when it's sunny, set up, and then wait for when it's at full power. This could be my one shot to get real proof of ghosts. I'm not gonna waste it just because I'm impatient. Y'all are gonna be the death of me. And you're sure there's nothing we can do for Rosalina right now? I don't think so. She's been locked up in the back room all day. Hasn't been very interested in talking to anyone. I think the best we can do is stick to the plan. Ghost bust the house clean and give her a real bed to sleep in tonight. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. This is pretty serious ghost. Infestation? Is that what you'd call something like this? I believe it's called a haunting, but ghost infestation also sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we'll call it whatever we want. Anyways, I'll be bringing all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need, so we should be set on preparations. The only thing y'all need to bring is an open mind. We could always call the pastor if things get sticky. He doesn't seem reliable. Don't worry, Oscar, we'll fix this. We have the power of friendship on our side. I still don't think ghosts are real. I'm starting to get cold feet about this ghost hunt. Remain silent. I'm gonna throw this out there and see how everyone reacts. Ready? Go. Skeptical, skeptical, surprised. Dog. We could always call the pastor if things get sticky. Thinking, thinking. Looking to those two for direction. Dog. No, I don't think that will be necessary. Yeah, let's leave the creepy pastor out of this. Something tells me things would just get worse if he showed up. Okay. But he's still thinking. I once saw the man having what looked like an honest to goodness conversation with a squirrel. I don't think he's all there. Wow. He's still thinking about it. Okay, creepy pastor is of no help. And no one was surprised. Well, if we're not doing the hunt now, I guess we should head over to Reese's. Absolutely. Come on, Alexis. Time to go bother our friend. I'm gonna get back to it. See y'all tonight. Time to go. Talk to animals. So, what about the mayor? So, I finally met Pastor Daniel. Do you mind if I invite Tabitha ghost hunting? Invite Tabitha to go ghost hunting secretly. Should we invite Avery ghost hunting? Head to Reese's. I think we should invite Avery or Tabitha. But can we have like a shared trauma about the pastor first? They're concerned. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. Everyone should be nicer to him. He seems like a good man. Y'all are right, his vibes were bad. He and Janie keep trying to make me go to church. That's all I have to say, really. I met him. He has been met. I have no opinion on the man. Y'all are right. His vibes were bad. Glad you feel the same way. There's just something about the way he's always smiling. It's so creepy. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. I'll never forget that. That guy is off. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. Yeah, that man is a walking red flag. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Mystical. I wonder if the pastor is cursed. Talk to animals. So about the mayor. Do you mind if I invite Tabitha ghost hunting? I feel like they would very much mind. Invite Tabitha to go ghost hunting secretly? I don't think she would go. Should we invite Avery ghost hunting? Oh yeah, totally. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. I'm sure he'd get a hoot out of it. Yeah, I can't say I mind having a calming presence with us tonight. To mind. That's not a word. We wouldn't be much help to Oscar if we just start jumping at our own shadows. Cool. I'll text them on the way over to Reese's. Should I just go all in and be the person that's like, oh, we should invite everyone? I could ask them about Tabitha. Stella has been wanting to spend more time. What about her? You're not planning on inviting her, are you? Oh my god, yes! Can you imagine how much fun that would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on. I know you think you have some sort of bond with her, but she's awful. She isn't even nice to you. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she comes along tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. Okay, I won't invite her. I'm inviting her anyway. Invite her anyway, but secretly. Okay, I won't invite her. Great, thanks. Let's head to Reese's. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Well, you're never going to have to worry about flooding. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later. The sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet. Can I do a take two on this? Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later. The sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. Fuck. I'll get it someday. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. Hey. Reese. Oh my fuck, dude. It's been ages. You must be Alexis, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Alexis updates. Fuck. There's something that smells terribly off about that boy. Get away from my Stella, you fiend. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, restraining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have some of those easy-chew dog jerkies stashed away. The gall, the gumption. This is a violation of my rights. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. You keep her safe from that monster, Alexis, you hear? You don't let a feather of harm fall on my darling Stella. Well, what about you, Alexis? Are you coming in? Gretchen called you a monster, Reese. Any idea what's up with that? Oh, sure. I trust dogs. Why doesn't Gretchen like you, Reese? I'll wait for Stella and Kanika. Silently wait for Stella and Kanika. The more one-on-one time I feel like I get with each character, the more I learn. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. That's usually how I like keeping things. I've relaxed a lot. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wandered into a real estate showing. So how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the dinner rolls, which shouldn't take long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Fuck. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yeah, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. The art in this is just so cool. And what does hide? Yeah. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourself comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Your mom really looks out for you? Kanika's right, your mom is scary. So has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple of days? Your whole situation's gotta be rough. Sorry. What are you sick with? Your art. That's quite a movie collection you've got. Got any racks? Where's the movie collection? So, has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple of days? Oh, she's told me all about what you guys have found out there. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick, you know that? I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for. And I appreciate the effort, I really do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die has already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the dishlings we've been seeing? Do you think the town is doomed? What do you think of my cousin? What do you think's been going on with Wayne? Never mind. Do you have any thoughts on we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you text me that they looked like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they have been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. Hey, can you grab me some coffee, please? Thank you. Do you think the town is doomed? What do you think of my cousin? What do you think's going on with Wayne? Leave it at that. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point. But I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I hope so. But the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. Thank you. Almost ran out of coffee. Let's leave it at that. You decide to leave it at that. Your mom really looked out for you. Okay. Your whole situation's gotta be rough. Sorry. Thanks, but I've been dealing with this thing for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. Look at him. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time. No one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else. And I'm okay with that. Dang, Reese. I might be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Oh, guys, if you haven't watched an anime called Erased, the whole scene really reminded me of it. It's a good anime. Thanks guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. Surely there must be something doctors can do for you. True, we all join the worms one day. We just gotta make the best of what we've got. Probably my answer. What's your diagnosis, if you don't mind me asking? True, we all joined the worms one day. We've just got to make the best of what we've got. Alexis gets me. This is a cat I can jive with. Stella, maybe it was a mistake to get these two together. Yeah. That's what happens when I usually get introduced to people. Your mom is really scary. Your mom looks out for you. Your art. So you three go way back, huh? If you need someone to point for your paintings this week. Oh gosh. Now we're flirting with threes. Wanna come ghost hunting with us tonight? Yes. Let's explore that. Oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. Yeah, it'd be great to have you along. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best of luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Okay, so you three go way back. Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K through 12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. That sucks. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you, the way she used to look at me, you'd think I rolled on something foul every morning before school. Same here. Though, to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. We can't explore that more? Dinner's gotta be ready by now, right? Almost on cue. Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs at the dinner table. Sure thing, Doc. Yes, ma'am, my hands are already clean. Lie, I'm allergic to soap and can't wash my hands. Go wash your hands. No use saying anything here. It's probably best to just silently comply. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark and cold. Are the whispers saying anything? Mystical side. You felt this before in the dusty tunnels you so narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum, like a muted scream heard through layers of rock, trying to draw you towards it. You feel lightheaded. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Something wants you to find it. That's so cool. I'm gonna do the exact middle one. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand. Your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well? A dark presence lies beyond this door. Can't you feel it? There's something compelling about this door. I need to see what's behind this door. Looking for the bathroom. Nothing? Return to the door. You can absolutely ignore her and just return to the door. Where's the bathroom? The bathroom's right there. That's not believable. A dark presence lies beyond this door. Can't you feel it calling out? That's called a draft, and there's nothing dark about it. It's just cold air. Now stop being weird and wash your hands alright. Everyone's waiting on you. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, clean up under her watchful eyes, and allow yourself to be ushered back to the table away from the door. I'm going back to that door. Dinner is already laid out. I want to see the dinner. Hang on. Ooh, yummy. That looks delish. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative. And Reese is suddenly quiet and tense, his shoulders tight as his mother perched on her chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. Oh, she do look. This is not a happy photo. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy homemade home-cooked pasta sauces, no thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turned out the mom was poisoning her kids for 18 years. I was about to say, this sounds really Munchausen by proxy. About Reese. Small talk. The danger. Remain silent. Should I? That's 100% something I would say. I will be so unwanted there. It doesn't seem like she actually wants anyone there, though. Let's do small talk. The food's really good. A lie. Apparently the food is not good. Thanks for putting this together, Dr. Kelly. Why didn't you want me poking around the clinic? What were Stella and Kanika like as kids? You're a doctor. Have you ever seen a dead body? I have. Oh. Too forward. How well do you know Tabitha? Thanks for putting this together, Dr. Kelly. I don't usually have to cook for so many people. I'm just glad there's enough for everyone. It reminded me of what it used to be like when these two would come over, hungry teenagers eating me out of house and home. Should have charged your parents for all the food you kids went through, honestly. It was like I was running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. What were Stella and Kanika like as kids? Noisy and messy, like all kids. And they always had these little projects, videos or crafts or animal rescues, whatever it was that had captured their imagination this week. So like I said, noisy and messy. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh fuck, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Didn't you think the doc could Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was like 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in media and very sad about that squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. Return. Remain silent. So I was wondering if we could maybe watch a movie sometime this week while Alexis is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. Maybe I should have brought up that story. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for fuck's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs his friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him, I know that, and he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. Don't think I don't know something is up here. Don't think we don't know something is up here. We have stuff to do anyway. He seemed fine before dinner. He did seem fine before dinner. Sorry, we'll get out of your way. That's such a dick thing to say, though. I'm gonna say it. It always comes in waves, and I can assure you that right now he's very much not fine. Now leave. As the three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of the lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Explorer mystical. The door to the clinic felt like it had the same pull on me as the carving in the mines. There's something seriously wrong with that dynamic. I didn't even get to finish my food. Dr. Kelly is hiding something. What a lovely dinner. Remain silent. The door to the clinic felt like it had the same pull on me as the carving in the mines. Do you think something's back there? Another one of those carvings is somewhere in there, I'm certain of it. Okay, that'd be really weird. If we find it, do you think you'd get another vision? I'm just spitballing here, but I wonder if what that carving showed you last night is related to the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Alexis got. Do you think Reese might have a supernatural affliction? There's something seriously wrong with that dynamic. Dr. Kelly, I didn't even get to finish my food. Dr. Kelly is hiding something. There's something seriously wrong with that. That's probably the understatement of the week. This whole thing is fishy. I'm starting to feel my fear of Dr. Kelly is a little more justified than I thought. She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Well, if she's poisoning him, which is my best guess so far. Look, I'm just saying maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Stella is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. But you know that's not the case. There's something old and powerful in there, and you can feel it stir as the sun sets and daylight fades away. Enter the library. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in its place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar! Are you back yet? Shh! You can't yell in the library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey! You're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay, it just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salt flashlights for everybody just in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic mic, Sharpies, paper for automatic writing, matches, and candles for rituals. Don't forget the crucifix. What else we got from Phase Mo? Let's bring in the dots. I don't know. And you've got your specter sniffing compatriot at your side too. This nose can sniff out any ne'er-do-well we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, that's a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Yes. Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in late and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you could make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. That's one way to look at it. Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two. Glad there'll be someone else there with a level head tonight. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? Yeah. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic mic. Y'all really covered all your bases. Maybe I spoke too soon. You know me, Kanika. I'm as level-headed as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable shit on Monday, and that mine only collapsed again after 100 years while y'all were there. I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. There's something back there, I can feel it. This whole town is one big supernatural but death trap. Those mines were chock full of ghosts last night. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. There's nothing unexplainable about a mine collapse. Whatever we saw last night was probably just a gas leak. There could always be a rational, non-superstitious explanation to what I saw last night, like aliens. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. Same here. It was so dark and cramped in there. I can't be sure anything I heard or saw wasn't just some part of a long, drawn-out panic attack. Good thing I got audio of the knocking. Real proof that we had a paranormal encounter. Or proof that the rocks were shifting around us, preceding a cave-in. One of these things is just slightly more likely than the other. But that's what's so great about this stuff. It's fun to be terrified, you know? I'm Team Avery. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way I was gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. We really do have, like, the Scooby Gang. I was confronted with my own morality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. Oh my, this certainly is a lot of humans for one little old ghost hunt. I sure do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and whatever foul creature lurks in the shadows choose to prey on someone else. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me. Hey, human. Kick ghost ass, okay? I missed my special tree. You got it, Pixel. You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bug bags before heading towards the junction connecting carefully stashed bug-out bags before heading towards the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library. That would be such a cool house. Literally connected to the library. I don't know where else I'd go. Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Dust. Hey! There's no way you're doing this without me. Rosalina, we talked about this. No, you talked at me about it. I'm sick of other people making decisions for me. I just want to be able to live in our house again. I'm going in there and sleeping in my room tonight no matter what. I think this is best left to the adults. It's her literal room. Let her come with us. It's her house too. Let Oscar handle it. Is it my business? No. Am I making it my business? Yeah. Let her come with us. It's her house too. Yes, I'm glad you agree. It's best to give this pup the chance to face her obstacles head on. Take it from an old soul like me. Exactly. I don't want to be coddled just because you're scared. If Zane is coming, I have every right to be here too. She's got a good point, Mr. G. You're right. I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets to be too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the wall and stacks of books sit uncomfortably on wooden furniture. Where? Okay, I'll take your word. And there's this feeling again, like the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzy feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you cannot know. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything in the picture, but I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your camera for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Oh dear. Could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. Same. I've got chills. They're multiplying. Okay. Back to our previously scheduled script. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. I didn't expect to be blinded by a flash. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? Come on, ghosts, let's see some real action. No. Pingo! I'm scared, let's just leave. Alright, gang, I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Fuck no! Maybe it's just shy. We're wasting our time here. Austria said the ghost is in Rosalina's room. Great, we found the ghost. Case closed. Good work, team. Good job, everybody. Remain silent. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Stain? Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. We're wasting our time here. Oscar said the ghost is in Rosalina's room. Yeah, but we don't have to rush there. I'm sure we can deal with it from out here, right? Still, I've been meaning to ask you, do you actually know how to get rid of ghosts? How exactly are we going to get rid of it if we find one? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major region, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasm. That's not helpful. And if worst comes to worst, we can all use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. You let me know how that goes. I'm gonna do that next time I play Faithful. Can you please leave? Yeah. That sounds like fun to me. And we might as well try it, right? What's the worst that could happen? I will let you know at my earliest convenience. Fuck around and find out. We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence. Sounds like a win-win. It do be that way sometimes. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. I wanna see this fucking room. God damn. Whoa. This is where I seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Do you mean this massive blood stain? It stinks to high heaven. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. This stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could that be the paranormal stuff will... Could be that the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Oh, good idea. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. The stain is an attempt at expression. There are no words, no decipherable patterns, but you can still feel it. A cry for help from something that has lost its voice. Gretchen says it's a bloodstain. Not helpful right now. Something is crying out for help. Maybe. I think y'all are focusing too much on cleaning the stain and not enough on what it's made out of, which is blood. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? It's probably just a rusty pipe leaking through the floor. Are you sure you scrubbed it out? Ghost blood. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? Nope, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. I can't blame you. It could be a good idea. This could be a sign of structural damage, and I'm sure the government would rather know about it than wind up with a bigger problem down the line, right? Plus, there might be something written under there, in blood, or just a giant stain. Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet, just like dismantling her friend's house. Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise after all. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained in reddish brown. Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep here. A hatch? Nope, nope, nope. We're going down there, right? We're not going down there, right? Remain silent. Of course we are. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, alright. You got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Still no readings though. None of your equipment has made a sound. Have you tried batteries? Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through the carpet. And it's red because North Carolina, they're in North Carolina, has red ass dirt. It's as simple as that. My dog's having little doggy dreams. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Oscar coming in. Hot. Maybe you tested it wrong? It can't be blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. For real. Yeah, there's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh, do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. You come into Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. Did I black out? At least physically, this is Oscar's living room. Spiritually and mentally, you've been ripped away to some other place. This building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. You feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Hello? Is anybody there? Call somebody. Look for your friends in the library. Look for your friends in Rosalina's room. Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts into the breeze. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to your attention. Bark, bark, wolf bark. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. Huh? Stella? I thought Oscar said the county owned this place. Is this what ghost hunts are usually like? Remain silent. Eddie? It's Charlie. What even? I mean, I don't even know what to do with this. Might as well use mystical. I did choose it. Eddie? It's Charlie. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Eduardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Stella, why do I think your name is the lover? Stella, are you okay? You don't look so good right now. No, you're Stella. Haha, quit messing around. Okay, this is definitely a dream. Remain silent. It's been a long time, hasn't it? I wasn't sure I was ever gonna come back, but I'm glad I did. It's good to see you. It has been a long time, hasn't it? I wasn't sure I was ever gonna come back, but I'm glad I did. It's good to see you. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. Stella, I'm really scared now. Very funny, Stella. Pranking the out-of-towner. Now quit it. Does it even matter what I say? Am I supposed to have memorized lines or something? Play along. I'm not scared of father. Play along. This was a mistake then. I shouldn't have come here. Just listen. Come with me, Eddie. Haven't you always wanted to see the coast? Now's your chance. We can just leave. Either play along. This was a mistake then. I shouldn't have come here. Or... no, that's a great way to bring back a spirit. This was a mistake then. I shouldn't have come here. Arf, arf. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Gretchen, can you still talk to me? Stop it. Oh God, Stella, you're not dead, right? Tell me you're not dead. Stella, I'm so sorry. Play along. I'm more important than your responsibilities. Play along. I know you still love me. Remain silent. Screw your family, screw my family. Why are we letting the choices made by our fathers destroy our lives too? Yes. Screw your family, screw my family. Why are we letting the choices made by our fathers destroy our lives too? You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. I'll get you out of here, Stella, I promise. Let her go, Spirit. Let her go, please. Say nothing. You're right, what I came back for isn't worth it, but you are. I won't leave the Scarlet Hollow without you. If you change your mind, I'll be around. Let her go, please. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone again in this strange garden. Go back the way you came. Or follow her. Should I go back or should I follow her? I want to, like, reconvene with the group.
I think I'm trying to follow it because this is like Goosebumps. This is very different. It's very vague.
Ooh.
I have no idea.
I'll follow her. You move to follow the narrow path through the foliage. As you step forward, a single door standing solitary in the middle of the garden appears before you. Enter, walk past the door, turn back. Enter. You walk up to the door and open it. That's chaotic. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Whoa. Your father has left town, Charlie. We're moving to a new house, okay? Fuck, how many times am I going to get jump scared? There's that name again, Charlie. Why did I say you could come along? I can't believe I'm going to have to rescue you again. Turn around and leave. Play along. Okay. Listen. Mystical, I don't want to leave our house. I like it here. Daddy should come back. Why did he leave? I definitely don't like it here. We gotta live somewhere else now, but that'll be fun, right? There'll be new kids to play with. You can show them your little dolls. Hurry, sweetie, we don't have much time. Why aren't you possessing me? Why everyone else? I don't even live here. This is horrible. This whole thing is horrible. I hate it here. This is the aftermath of the collapse, isn't it? The one from 100 years ago. No, she can't come. I never want you to say her name again. Do you hear me? We aren't friends with the Scarlets anymore. Oh god, they're outside. Are those torches? We don't have time, Charlie. We have to go right now. The mother is whisked away, leaving you behind in the empty room. As she departs, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. It's Wayne. There you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. Let's talk. Nope. Not you again. Hey man, what's up? How did you get down here? How did you get down here? I followed you in. I'm never very far behind. As he approaches, the smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh, with a tinge of saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. Shall we find the end of this little maze? Walk forward into the void. There's no need for you to run away from Wayne. You step past him and walk into the void. You're outside and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively. Their calls unnaturally tinny? I think they meant tiny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadows in the corner keep getting closer. Kanika? You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Oh fuck. Kanika, I'll get you out of here, I promise. I want to get off the ride now. Who are you supposed to be? These scenes are all scattered. Lie. If you're trying to scare me, it's not working. If you're trying to scare me, it's not working. Ooh. Truth. Okay, fine. I'll watch another little play. Listen to the figure. Play along. Dang, how'd you know I have the hots for Edwardine? Back off, lady. I don't know you, and if you know what's good for you, you don't know me either. Listen to the figure. You quietly let the figure continue. What's up with her? Her eyes are like the moon. But she is like this gothic witch type person in like reality too. So that's pretty cool. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family. And what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Young'uns, how old are you supposed to be? So Edwardine and Charlie, the plot thickens. That's all I want. What should I do? Actually, all I want is to get out of this place. Do you have any ideas? Listen to the figure. Don't talk about my family, and I don't need life advice from some old broad. So, Edwardine and Charlie, the plot thickens, or that's all I want. What should I do? Actually, I want to get out of this place. Do you have any ideas? So, Edwardine and Charlie, I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for lack of desire, as you all know. It's, you know, even if you drag her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? Enoch is one of my ancestors, right? The last room, what happened to your parents? That's what happened to your parents, isn't it? Why wouldn't I want to be with, like, my parents? What do you even know about my parents? Listen to the figure. We would never be like them. We love each other. My mother just loved his money as soon as it was gone, so was she. And then he loved, all he loved was booze. Me and Eddie aren't like that. Never be like them. We love each other. My mother just loved his money as soon as it was gone, so was she, and then all he loved was booze. Me and Eddie aren't like that. The powers at work here are stronger than ever. Your love and even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the Scarlet Hollow. The witch mime's handing you something through her, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. What's that about misfortune and stepping foot outside Scarlet Hollow? Is the town cursed? Oh, an item to quest for when I get out of here. Breaking of bonds requiring a map sounds like a quest. Play along. Thank you, I shall do as you say. Listen to the figure. I don't understand. Is this a map and some kind of poem? That's where you'll find them. You need her there, then read what I've written down, and be careful. Good luck to both of you. I hope you'll get your happiness. Ooh, she's scattered off. It's trying to get rid of me. It'll have to try harder. We just popped out of the moon panel. Am I in the Truman Show? Hey, Wayne. Talk. Are you Sam Wayne or are you something else? What's doing this? Why are you following me? So, you and Tabitha, huh? That was the thing? Am I dead? What the hell is going on in this town? I thought you wanted me to stay at the estate, where it's safe. Now you want me to piece together a mystery? What changed? So, you and Tabitha, huh? That was the thing. This body knew her well. Are you Sam Wayne or are you something else? The body that stands before you is Sam Wayne. I thought you wanted me to stay at the estate where it's safe. Now you want me to piece together a mystery? What changed? Events have started that cannot be stopped. Do you know the way out? I will soon, but in the meantime, you have nothing to fear. I'm watching over you. I'd really rather you didn't. Thanks, I appreciate that. I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about my friends. I don't need you following me. I can take care of myself. Please don't. Leave it at that. I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about my friends. The people you only met 2 days ago, I'm sure if something happens to them, you'll recover soon enough. It's not as if your bonds are strong enough to leave a mark when broken. You continue forward through the uncanny underbrush. Once again, you find yourself separated and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. That picture is creepsville. Of the person? I mean, the ghost's cute. Who's on the bed? Hello? What's up, Zane? A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. He's the caretaker. Zane knows. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. Oscar. As the caretaker is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. The father lies in its center, looking pitiful. He's small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. I'm sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. Fuck, that looks excruciating. So you must be Charles Shaw? So you must be the ghost dad. Oscar, I'm so sorry. That's not Oscar right now. It's okay, I forgive you. It'll all be over soon. Let the spirit talk. You're getting what you deserve. God damn. Let the spirit talk. You quietly wait and let the spirit continue. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. There's Enoch again. So you're saying Enoch was the one responsible for the collapse. People really need to learn how to let things go. Dad, it's okay. Here we go with the whole Enoch thing again. Let the spirit talk. Not for that. For what you did to our family. We could have just started over someplace new, but instead you became the son of a bitch the Scarlets made you out to be. Sure. Not for that. For what you did to our family. We could have just started out over someplace new, but instead you became the son of a bitch the Scarlets made you out to be. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there, tell people the truth, try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. I'm guessing this request didn't really pan out. If the Scarlets were exposed for the collapse, Tabitha and I probably wouldn't be around. Is that why you're getting close with Edwardine in the garden? Play along. I don't know, maybe you are a murderer. It seems to me like you killed yourself. Play along. Alright, Dad, I won't let you down. Stand in silence. I'll see what I can do. Get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Damn it, boy, I might not have till morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back at the very least and show that Enoch bastard what for. I promise. No. Stand in silent. I don't like making promises. You watch as the father's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? Most people always think their own experiences are so important. But what does any of it matter? Stop following me. You keep disappearing. Do you know what it's trying to tell me? Are my friends dead? Let's move on. I guess I'll see you when I see you. Quietly leave. Do you know what it's trying to tell me? Yes, and it's trivial. Don't worry yourself with it. You keep disappearing. It's doing its best to keep us apart, but I have a feeling it'll be over soon. Then the exit won't be hard to find. Let's move on. Let's. You move back to the bed quietly. You move back to the bed to quietly leave through the hole the father left behind and crawl through. Let's follow the dead people. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both all of it and all of you. Wow. The art in here is so pretty. Climbing up the trellis again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten sloppy. You should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you through an early grave. What the hell is the entity? We'll get you out somehow, Avery, I promise. Okay, who are you supposed to be? I'd like to see the old man try. Thanks for the pointers, strange new friend. Wait in silence. Who are you? Are you one of Eddie's brothers? I thought they were dead. Who are you? Are you one of Eddie's brothers? I thought they were dead. Apparently this is Avery. No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner, another victim of the Scarlet's lies, like you, Charles Shaw. I'm Charles Shaw? Wayne, where are you? Is this the Forbidden Wing? Holy shit, has my family been keeping people locked up? I too hate the Scarlets, except for my lovely Edwardine. Please do tell me their secrets and lies. Charles was my father's name. I'm Charlie. Wait in silence. Mystical. I'm not him. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies like you. Wayne, where are you? A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little tryst bore fruit. And oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? I don't follow. Fruit as in... Excuse me? That's private. Wait, I'm going to be a daddy? Remain silent. How do you know that? Who are you? How do you know that? Who are you? You know, you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me just fine through the door. The world around you swirls, and you find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall. The door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. What is this place? Is there really something like this in the estate? Does Tabitha know about it? Do you want me to let you out? I am not messing with those locks. Remain silent. There are so many locks I can't free you, if that's what you're after. There are so many locks I can't free you, if that's what you're after. That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. My dog dropped her bone. You can't tell me what to do. I've been trying to. I'm stuck here same as you. I wish I could. I wish I could. Why? Why should I leave? Remain silent. Absolutely not. I'm not leaving without her, especially if what you say is true. I don't like any of these answers. Remain silent. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die, but if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? I'd love to. I'm guessing Charlie doesn't do that. I'd kill to go to the beach right now. Remain silent. Play along. Why should I trust you? Play along. I wish I could. Mystical, you're wrong. I know it's impossible. It's possible. I have that weird map. I have the spell or whatever it is. Me and her are gonna get out of here. Haha. You're wrong. I know it's possible. I have that weird map. I have the spell or whatever it is. Me and her are gonna get out of here. It is possible. Ah, you've been talking to the witch then. How very interesting. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. I promise we'll figure out how to free you soon, Stella. There can't be much more to these memories. Are riches real? Play along. Eddie, what the hell is going on here? Eddie, I'm so happy to see you. I'll listen to whoever I dang well please. Remain silent. Mystical. Eddie, are you pregnant? How does it know that? Interesting interpretation. Talk to me. Who is that supposed to be? That little room. What was that? Just tell me what's going on. I want to go home. Remain silent. The resonant is doing enough of that. It's giving you all the important details. There's not much more to be said. I get the feeling we're nearly at the end of this little maze. Stay close. Wayne disappears into the dark corridor. You follow close behind. For the first time, you and Wayne enter a new room, unseparated. The two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. The lover stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. Yep. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can't keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. I guess we're kids now? Not more puppets. This one is extra creepy. Is she doing a baby voice? Play along. It's a gift. Take it. Play along. Okay, you've got a good point. No puppet for you then. Remain silent. Mystical. Of course it's a present. When you look at it, you can just remember all the fun we've had. Mystical. Of course it's a present. When you look at it, you can remember all the fun we've had. Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate, whether with the resonant or your little friends. I'll try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it, though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices, you know? You could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. I'm just talking because I'm scared and it makes it easier to cope. If we're nearing the end of things, do we have a plan yet? You can't tell me what to do, Wayne. I'll talk as much as I want. I want to console my friend in case she can hear me. Play along. I'm not in it for the money. These wooden dolls are merely a stepping stone for the real deal, people. Play along. That's the plan. Maybe you can come with me, and we can both avoid the horrible things that are going to happen in this town. Remain silent. Talking to Wayne. I want to console my friend in case she can hear me. Please don't engage with it while I try to find another door. A traveling show? And you'd want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I wish I could go back in time to whenever this was and tell them everything I knew. Again with the beach. Remain silent. Of course, we can go anywhere you want. Wayne's got a point. You quietly let the scene finish playing out. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Deranged. Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne can get in another word. Excuse me, why they gotta do the dog too? A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and a tumble through the hatch. It's a goat. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Wherever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy together. Goodbye, Charlie. Eddie? Oh, graphic. Wayne is gone once again, and there's nothing here but you and the howling void. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? For the first time tonight, you recognize the names of your companions. Does this mean that the resonant has grown weaker? Or is this yet another part of its act? Are you talking to me? She's not here, but my cousin Tabitha is the one you want. I haven't stepped foot in this town before a couple of days ago. Why should I be? I'm not responsible for any of this. Yes. No. I'm sorry you died. You gotta let this go, man. Get over it. Let it continue. Just let it go. Let it continue. You let the spirit continue. Oscar, you must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please. I've been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years, and I will finally leave. You can't actually make me do anything, can you? I don't understand. And what happens if I refuse? This is bullshit. Let it continue. Let it continue. The sentence has been handed down. Make your choice. A smell hits you, that now familiar, wet, unwell odor. What an annoying pest you are, but you couldn't keep me out for long. It seems we've exhausted its power. Holding all these bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along, Alexis. It's desperate, but it has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken consciousness. Leave it to fester. But I can't just leave the ghost here. What about my friends? What happens to them if I just leave? Where will Oscar and Rosalina live if the ghost stays? Sacrifice years of your life. Leave. What about my friends? What happens to them if I just leave? They've already left. They're not a factor in this. Where will Oscar and Rosalina live if the ghost stays? Don't give years of your life for something so insignificant. I seem to be taxing Wayne. I really want to sacrifice years of my life, but guess not. Are we going to let the impulses win today? Let's leave. You're right, I want to help, but I just can't justify the cost. You're right, it isn't worth it. How do I get out? Screw this sins of the father crap. I don't owe this ghost a thing. Let's get out of here. Get me the hell out of here, Wayne. Okay, I'm trusting you. You better make this count. don't need my help. Close your eyes. Feel for the stairs. You close your eyes, you fumble in the darkness, reaching out your hands and grasping the air until your palm finds wood. It's the staircase. You can feel it under your hands. You begin your ascent. Good, you made it out of the pit. His overpowering smell returns as you place a confident foot on the wood floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes as you try to hold your breath. You feel a hand on your back. You shudder, knowing what it's attached to. Don't fall for it. Keep feeling your way forward. You continue. You feel the door frame under your palm, and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. Wayne's palm continues to gently urge you forward. You stumble into a corridor between the annex and the library. The real world is swimming back into focus. Good. The main doors are just ahead. You feel a shove as Wayne pushes you forward. You fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. I got 2 achievements. I don't know what they are. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. You made the right choice. It would have been so easy to fall for its tricks. I'm proud that you didn't. Be seeing you. He leaves before you can say anything in response. What even is Wayne? Thank fuck you made it out, Alexis. I went to get my mom when I realized you hadn't left the library with the rest of us. I figured if anyone knew what to do, it'd be her. I see someone beat me to the punch. Sounds like you've had quite the evening. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. I suppose I'll have to find another place for me and Rosalina to stay. This was such a disaster. I'm so sorry to have brought you all into that house. I should have left the place to rot. I made a huge mistake. Do you think the ghost would let me back in for a do-over? I hope you're not mad at me for getting out of there. The impending doom coming for the town is more important than a single ghost. I have to be at my best if we're going to get to the bottom of this. We need to regroup and think about our options. I wasn't about to make a deal like that in the heat of the moment. I'm sorry, I just don't think I could have handled the uncertainty of an early death hanging over me for the rest of my life. I couldn't trust that ghost to uphold its end of the deal. I wasn't about to give up part of my life for a house. Don't we all though? It's called a mortgage. I wasn't about to give up part of my life to make amends for something I didn't do. Maybe the government can rent you another house. I'm really sorry. We couldn't get rid of your ghost, Oscar. Maybe the government can rent you another house. Yeah, I guess that's possible. I'll give the state a call in the morning. Okay, but you two need to find a place to sleep tonight, Oscar. No, Mr. J, we got a spare room, and I don't think my parents would really care. That's really sweet of you, Zane, but... Dad, just take him home on it. You're right. Thank you, Zane. I'll figure out something more long-term in the morning. Cool. I'm gonna peace out then and let my folks know. See you later, Rosalina. See you later, Mr. G. Zane walks off down the road. To think that ghosts are actually real. Stella's got to be over the moon right now. Actually, wait, where is Stella? Oh, she's just standing there by herself. That isn't like her. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's standing off by herself. Was Which, like, fair, that'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost. But this is Stella we're talking about. Go talk to Stella. I'm going to go check in with her. You walk over to Stella. I've never seen anything like what we saw tonight. Absolutely dreadful. And I don't think my dear Stella is having an easy time with it. Oh, hey Alexis. You okay? I'm here if you need me. There was another one of those carvings in there. So I guess ghosts actually are real, huh? Your channel's gonna go wild for that stuff. I'm so sorry I couldn't get you out of there sooner. You seem shell-shocked. I'm so sorry I couldn't get you out of there sooner. I'm so sorry, Alexis. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. What if she's still possessed? I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? She didn't seem okay. I'm starting to think Stella might be a bit of a flake. I guess she hit her limit. She'll be fine. Remain silent. Should we go after her? She didn't seem okay. Or I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time. But honestly, what if she's still possessed? For real though, should we go after her? She didn't seem okay. Stella, I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised that she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. Fuck, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone. Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have the library. There was another carving in there. They keep giving me visions. I spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. I'm really sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina. What do we do about the library? Why can't they stay at the library anymore? Were you all conscious the whole time? What was it like being puppeted? Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? I guess I should probably head back. There was another carving in there. It's a pretty weird coincidence, right? I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. It's a pretty weird coincidence, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? This is news to me too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There will be plenty of time for that tomorrow, Alexis. I'd love to discuss these visions over tea. She is trying to divert me from sharing anything. Let's be the weird kid. But we are keeping people in the know. I spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. Yeah, I noticed. We could smell him as soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? He seemed to know something about whoever Avery was playing. He was part of the reason I left the ghost behind. He really didn't want me to make a deal with it. He crushed his dishling under his boot. It was pretty scary. No, but he gives me really bad vibes. I don't know, I think he's harmless. I'm a terrible judge of character. I'm really not though. Leave it at that. It was part of the reason I left the ghost behind. He really didn't want me to make a deal with it. Weird. It's like he has some sort of obsession with you, isn't it? We don't need to trouble Alexis for the details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. Sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina. It's okay. Worse things have happened to people, and the price was just too high. We'll find a way to pick things up. Rosalina stares up at you with a whirlpool of tears and rage in her eyes. You won't have to do it alone, Oscar. You can help yourself to whatever you need from the store. Yeah, I'm sure Aunt Winnie and I can help out too. This is a good town full of good people, Alexis. We won't let this ruin Oscar. I guess I should probably head back. I'm not going to get any answers with Sybil around. We should probably get going too. It's starting to get chilly out and I don't want to keep Zane's parents up too late. I'll be over later tonight with some bedding and hot tea. And I'll have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, okay? I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Alexis. But I'm wired and I want to talk about stuff. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. If I manage to get out of bed, then yeah. I don't know. Remain silent. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Kanika wearily trucks back to the general store. I'll be back in a moment to walk you home, dear. I just need to put the tea on and give your cousin a quick call. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. My whole body hurts. Mom, what was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost. You'll be alright. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better, but I gotta admit, the tea has been really nice. Why not both? I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. I guess that's just the two of us now. Do you have any idea who you were? I could roughly place most of the others. What do you remember? Do you regret coming along tonight? I'm sorry, I didn't know things would go like this. So, how traumatized are you right now? Guess I'll see you around. Roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever, but I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to that ever-growing pile of mysteries. What do you remember? As far as I know, I might start forgetting soon, but for now it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I felt like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. So, you don't regret coming along tonight? Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days, and we failed to get rid of the ghost. But failure has a way of bringing people together. And hey, I got genuinely possessed back there. How many people can say they were possessed by a ghost? Literally anyone who tries to be. So, how traumatized are you right now? Avery chuckles, then grabs at their ribs, wincing. Honestly, I'm pretty alright. Trauma like this is pretty rad. Way better than the normal kind. I agree. I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling. And knowing we all went through it together, it makes it easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to set in. Still, I feel worse for Oscar and Rosalina than I feel for myself. I'll see if there's something Aunt Winnie can do to help them out. At the very least, I can help them spruce things up with some plants once they find a safe place to settle in. Which reminds me, I'd better get back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Sybil returns not long after Avery leaves. It's time to go back to the estate. Your cousin wasn't exactly thrilled to hear about what happened tonight, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we? Go back to the estate. The night feels cold, the crunch of leaves beneath your feet deafening in the quiet wilderness. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment of rest. There's ditchlings everywhere. Are you a witch? Edwardine killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Wayne didn't want to make a deal with that ghost. There was a stone carving of a goat head and a pack of wolves in that basement. Sybil, what is Wayne? Why can't I just go home, like to my real home? Are you ready to get moving again? Now we're exploring. Edwardine killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal mines empires in Appalachia. Those sorts of things don't come about without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them yourself. There was a stone carving of a goat's head and a pack of wolves in that basement. There was something similar to the mine in the mines that night, too. A glass. Where is the word glass on here? Anywhere. A circle of arms and chains. Both of them gave me visions. Was there now? That's quite an interesting development. Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea. My grandmother had a special blend that supposedly helped with dreams and visions. I'll be sure to have some ready by tomorrow. Maybe it'll help us piece things together. Ooh, that's a little rude. I understood those visions perfectly well. I don't need any special tea to help me decipher them. As long as your grandmother's special blend tastes better than that chaga you gave Avery yesterday, you just believe me. Tea tomorrow sounds nice. Let's keep it cordial. Lovely. I'll be looking forward to it. Sybil, what is Wayne? It's like I said, he's just a man. We both know there's more to him than that. The smile briefly fades from her face. It's not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may not have taken a Hippocratic oath, but I still respect the privacy of others. That's cool. That doesn't mean you shouldn't trust him, though. Be careful with that one. I trust him more than you. That's enough rest for me. Let's carry on for a bit. Whatever. You and Sybil walk deeper into the woods. You're getting closer to the estate. One last rest and we'll get you home. Wayne didn't want to make a deal with that ghost. Of course he didn't. Some people will never understand the kind of sacrifice that was laid upon the table tonight. If you'd have gone through with that deal, it would have been an affront to everything he is. Either there's ditchlings everywhere, or are you a witch? I think I can only choose two. Everywhere. Are you a witch? She laughed, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. What you call yourself isn't important. You're more powerful than you let on. That was a silly question, sorry. Yeah. What you call yourself isn't important. You're more powerful than you let on. Well, I do drink plenty of tea. I'm so sorry, Alexis. I completely forgot to send you home with some tonight. There's ditchlings everywhere. There are, and I'm afraid that they still would be this numerous even if you had managed to exorcise the spirit you encountered tonight. Its presence was merely a symptom of the rot in this place, rather than its cause. People are unfortunately just going to have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days. Are you ready to get moving again? I am. The estate shouldn't be much further. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourself on the outskirts of the estate. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you've had some time to rest. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone that prickly. I'm not saying that last line. Get a good night's rest, Alexis. You've earned it. Sybil heads back through the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha. Enter. You open the door to the estate as quietly as you can, only to find your cousin anxiously pacing the foyer. She's been waiting for you. Hey, Tip Tap. I see you finally decided to drag your sorry ass back here. I don't even know what to say. I've told you so many times to stay out of trouble, to keep me posted about where you are, to come home in a timely manner. What's the point of saying it all again? Clearly, you just don't care how your actions affect me, and I don't know how to make you care. Tabitha, I need to talk to you about some stuff. Look, a lot of scary stuff happened tonight. Just listen to me, okay? We need to talk. I'm really sorry. I mean it. Lie. I'm really sorry. I mean it. Can you lay off? I've had a hell of a night. Stand in silence. What's your orientation, if you don't mind me asking? I am pan/bisexual. I am bisexual in the way that, like, trans women are women. Like, I just kind of go for everything, but bisexual is easier to say than pansexual. And I've just always identified as bi because I grew up with not a lot of, sorry, first time chatters gotta follow, so I gave you a follow. Not a lot of like information on like the alphabet mafia, and it was still like really frowned upon, and like, I don't know, I didn't have a lot of information growing up. But to answer your question, bi or pan? Oh, I thought you were a lesbian, judging by your flag in the background. No, that's the all-inclusive flag in the background, but if you'll notice, my walls are pink, purple, and blue. Bi-colors. Tabitha, I need to talk to you about some stuff. Thank you for chatting, by the way. And I am mostly femme-leaning. Now it's not really the time. Oscar's house was haunted by the ghost of... Well, she said now it's not really the time. Spent a lot of time... That's pretty much it. Leave it at that. Leave it at that. So you say nothing. Are we done then? Great, I'm going to bed. Your cousin walks off, leaving you alone. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night, nearly half a week. What? Has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that... This has to be a dream. The swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow. This has to be a dream. This was a really fun episode though, like all the visuals and stuff were fantastic. We got like so much storyline. Is this it? Is this like the end of chapter 3? Oh, yep. I got 3 new achievements.